Alright, so what's up YouTube, HPJ here, and I am coming at you guys. We got more Fortune Fairy information, and we have the rest of the Fortune Fairies being revealed to us, as well as some spell cards to support these adorable, cute chibis. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first monster we have is Fortune Fairy Een, or Een-chan. This is the level 2 fire spellcaster effect monster. She has 0 attack and defense. And you can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. The first effect is when you draw into this card, you can reveal this card and special summon it from your hand. All the Fortune Fairy cards will have this effect. When you draw into them, you can special summon it from your hand. And then they have their secondary effects. Enchan's special effect is that when she is special summoned from your hand, you can target one set card your opponent controls and destroy it. Next up we have, I also have to remember, this is the Fortune Fairy that Fortunately Fire is based off of. Because as we all know, the Fortune Fairies became Fortune Ladies during their appearance in the anime. Next we're going to move to Fortune Fairy Fu-chan, or Hu-chan. I don't know why they call her Hugh, but Fu, meaning wind. This is the Fortune Fairy that Fortune Lady Wind is based off of. So she's level 3 spellcaster effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense, and you can only use the first and second effect of her once per turn each. We already know what her first effect is, but her second effect is when this card is special from your hand. You can target one banished spellcaster type monster and add it to your hand. Next, we have Fortune Lady Sui-chan, or Fortune Lady Sui. Fortune Fairy Sui, sorry. Fortune Lady Sui-chan is a level 4 water spellcaster type monster, 0 attack and defense. And her ability is when this card is special from your hand, you can target one other face-up monster, banish it until your next standby phase. Then we have Fortune Lady An-chan. An is based... Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot to talk about Fortune Lady Sui. Sui is based off of Fortune Lady Water. Water is based off of Fortune Fairy Sui. Next, we have Fortune Fairy An, or Fortune Fairy An-chan. This is what Fortune Lady Doc is based off of. So she's level 5 dark spellcaster type monster, 0 attack defense. And her ability is when this card is special from your hand, you can banish one spellcaster monster from your deck. Next up is the last of the Fortune Fairies, and it's Fortune Fairy Chi-chan. Chi-chan is level 6 Earth spellcaster type monster, 0 attack and defense, and her ability is when this card is special, you can have each player draw one card. Now, these Fortune Fairies may not seem too reliable. However, these additional effects make up for it, because they're just going to be nothing but effect. But high level normal monsters, or normal monsters that just look adorable and be surrounded by their Fortune Lady counterparts. Before I go into the spells and stuff, I think these are really good counteractives to the Fortune Lady archetype. It is sad that they aren't Fortune Lady, or there isn't much more interaction except for the spellcaster, and a lot of the effects do revolve around the spellcaster setup. But I do love the fact that we're finally getting them, and they are just so adorable. They are. Now let's move on. Before I forget, let's go on to the new additions. This is the first of the spells that we're getting for them. This is Unacceptable Result. Quick play spell. Target, if you control a spellcaster type monster, you can special summon one Fortune Fairy from your hand. So you get a lot of your bigger Fortune Fairies onto the field with this card. A lot of your additional plays and stuff, because they're coming from your hand, will activate their secondary effects. So you get a lot more range with them. You have the continuous spell. This is Miracle Stone. Continuous spell, you can only control one face-up Miracle Stone. Spellcaster type monsters you control gain 500 attack for each Fortune Fairy monster you control with a different name. And its last effect is once a turn, when an attack is declared involving a Fortune Fairy monster, you may draw one card. So you have pretty much an attack boost to all your Fortune Fairies. You can only control one Miracle Stone at a time, and then when a battle is involving them, you draw a card off of it. So if you draw into more of your Fortune Fairies, they'll trigger their effects to summon each other. Special summon themselves to the board and then giving themselves additional fire attack and defense. So it'd be something to be very worried about. Really good instance of the special summon and then the 500 additional attack for each one on the field. Because if you at least have 5 of them on the field, everybody's at least 2500 attack. I do remember this card from the anime because this is how Carly sped up the summon of a lot of her monsters to try to take out Sayer. And then the next card is Lucky Loan. Lucky Loan is a normal spell. You're going to activate this card's name. The effect of this card's name once per turn. Target one Fortune Fairy monster you control, so summon one Spellcaster monster whose original level is lower than that monster from your deck or hand. During the next turn after this card is resolved, you can also summon or normal summon monsters except spellcasters. And the thing about this is, of course, everybody's a spellcaster, so it isn't too hard of a thing. Now, how does this reflect in combination with the Fortune Ladies? A lot of the Fortune Ladies, every Fortune Lady monster is spellcaster, and the whole ordeal is to try to circulate and to combine the forces of both Fortune Ladies and Fortune Fairies. Making it a promising deck because of all the reliability. Now, you can easily take the Fortune Fairies and make their own deck and give them their own support and lineup, which is what I see Konami doing with these reprints, or with these prints of the card. I do enjoy each of them. I think they each hold a great twist to them, and I cannot wait for more and can't wait to see more of the Fortune Fairy support. I think we'll probably get a little bit more off of it. Maybe we'll get a boss monster. If not, I think this is a great reliable source for a lot of the Fortune Ladies and a lot of their Spellcaster type setup. So, let me know what you guys think of the Fortune Fairies. And are you excited just as much as I am and a lot of the Fortune Lady, Fortune Fairy fans to see these lovely ladies come into physical card form now after so long? Being part of, the anime and not getting printed. I do enjoy you guys' input when it comes to these reviews. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you guys want to see more videos and stuff. Because I will be uploading as much as I possibly can and live streaming as much as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much for watching. HCJ signing out. Take care.